Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Today we are showcasing Bujinnovation's HexaDecimal deck. I just call it that way. I think he's calling it Burn Market Hexamage Assassin or something like that. It's an insane deck, and frankly I'm quite astonished at what this baby can do. I've tested it multiple times in casual and on ranked, and now I'm just going to play some ranked for you guys on camera to show you how this deck works, and it's pretty amazing. So let's get into it. We've got one copy of Cruel Firebloom, 3 copies of Curse, 3 copies of Bolt, 2 copies of Lesser Ward, 3 copies of Paralyze. These are the cards, the 0 costs that work with Swindler's Market. We've got 3 copies of Firebolt, 3 copies of Shadow Shift. Basically, a lot of actions, low-cost actions, that is. Abyssinian Navigator pulls you a random action from your deck. Actually, not a random action. Pulls the top card of your deck. If it's an action, you draw it. If it's something else, it puts it on the bottom of your deck. So if it's a Swindler's Market or a Landrel Hexmage, that's a bit bad. Let's carry on. So we've got Ice Spike, Blackhand Messenger for some HP to get going in case you don't draw your key cards in time. Key cards are Spoils of War, Debilitate, Winter's Grasp, Swindler's Market. Basically everything is a key card in this deck. If you have, I don't know, let's say Lilandrel Hexmage in your starting turn, keep it. You just have to wait a bit. Don't use your actions too much. You'll want to have them once you lay down Lilandrel Hexmage, and then you'll just burst your opponent into sky high. So Cunning Ally grabs you some firebolts. We've got a dominance of intelligence cards. So sometimes it triggers, sometimes it not. But when it triggers, you get an extra firebolt, and that's always useful. Low cost action was excellent with Hexmage. Lightning Bolt, 3 copies. Murkwater Scourge, just 1 copy. You could add more, maybe remove Cunning Ally. That would be an improvement, I think. Well, I think the deck might be a bit clunkier. 3 copies of Lilandrel Hexmage. This is the core card of the deck. This is how the deck revolves around this card, Lilandrel Hexmage. After you play an action, deal 2 damage to your opponent. A lot of action, low-cost action in your hand. Play this, and you'll burst into lethal, no problem. Spoils of War. If you do enough damage with Lilandrel Hexmage, you play a 0-cost Spoils of War. If you draw another one, you play another one, and so on. You basically can draw a lineup of actions and, again, push your opponent into lethal. Winter's Grasp is an excellent addition. If you find yourself in a pinch, play this and save your stuff for next turn. This works great against aggro decks and also versus mid-range decks when they start buffing or filling the board with stuff, and you have nothing in play and you're waiting on a Hexmage or something else. This is a great card to play. Debilitate, you can use this even though you have Hexmage in play. It'll get -2/-2, but it will still deal 2 damage to your opponent, and possibly clear the board in case of aggro decks such as Solalu or, I don't know, Crusader. It depends. But it saves you on a lot of incoming damage, so this is also a great card. Plus, if you do enough damage with the other actions while having Hexmage in play, you can basically play this as a 0 cost, and if you have a Swindler's Market, you'll also trigger Swindler's Market. That's the beauty of the deck itself. So let's hop on to some ladder gameplay and show you guys how this works. And starting our first game, and we're playing against Please Don't Hack Me. Wow, okay, so he's number 15. We're down at 700 and whatever. Playing Please Don't Hack Me, playing Telvanni. And I'm almost 100% it's a Nick Sox combo, Telvanni. We're going to pass our turns. We have Hexmage in hand, 2 copies of it. It will be useful for when we will play, we will start our combos. Basically, Please Don't Hack Me's version of Nick Sox has Mummify. And if I'm not sure if it also contains Lightning Bolt. But we may see our Lilandral Hexmage removed. So having 2 will prove to be very useful. Please Don't Hack Me. I don't think he'll play many stuff. I mean, he's aiming to ramp and go for the Nick Sox combo. Or something else situational, depends. There is a Swindler's Market. I will drop Swindler's Market. At the risk of it being removed next turn by a Shadowfen Priest. And right on cue, a Shadowfen Priest destroys it. Damn it, I hate it when I'm right. Maybe I should buy lottery tickets. Oh boy, this is going to be a long one. Have 3 0 costs, but no Swindler's Market. I don't think we'll be able to draw one more just in time, but we have 2 copies of Little Lilandral Hexmage. That should help us. Not sure exactly if I should drop the Lilandral Hexmage right away. I'm not sure what Please Don't Hack Me is doing right now. I think he's thinking a strategy against my deck. I think he knows what I'm playing. I mean, the market drop was pretty obvious. Right now, I think it's clear for him that I have another market in hand. Probably. Thieves Guild Recruit and Namira's Shrine. And Cruel Firebloom. Okay, this may not be Nick Sox combo. Well, we got 2 curses. And we're not going to overdraw 3 curses. I'm going to sacrifice a Hexmage and play it in the Shadow Lane. I'll play my curse. That's 2 damage. I could wait for another market to come back. Let's see what we're gonna draw. Wow, okay, so Hexmage was removed. Thanks to Empower. I have the ability to gain some extra HP. Okay. He really needs that shrine to trigger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drain. And make sure I don't overdraw. Let's see if I can get something decent. A Shadow Shift. That is excellent. So if we play our Hexmage next turn, our second Hexmage, we might be able to pull something off. Another Thieves Guild recruit pulled off by the Ordinary Necromancer. He is searching for stuff. Now I really need to play to play my things, otherwise I will start overdrawing. Cruel Fire Bloom. That is great. I can sacrifice Blackhand Messenger, and let's play another Ice Spike. And I drew a ward. A ward which I can apply to my Hexmage. And I think I can finish the game here. I've got 2 lightning bolts in hand. So all the forked bolts will deal enough damage that not even double Blackhand Messenger can save. Please don't hack me. We've got this. We got this. Destroyed market and surprise comeback. 9 Magicka, 2 lightning bolts, Red Brahmin. Yeah, this is game over. It was a good game. Good thing we drew 2 Hexmages. Otherwise, it would have been over. That was hard. Okay, and into our second game. Fighting against an Ebonheart pack deck. Wow, we've been catapulted by defeating number 15 from 700 something to 531. Oh, 200 ranks or so. That's good. I approve that. We've got a Spider Deidre. Not the best card, and I think the most useless in our lineup. An action would have been more suitable. We've got 1 Lilandral Hexmage, 2 Casters, 1 Firebolt, and a Spoils of War. Stone Shard Orc. This could be an Orc Ebonheart pact. Didn't draw a Firebolt. Yep, sometimes Cunning Ally works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see what will we get in the Shadow Lane. No guard. Gale in the Shelterer. I won't open up with Hexmage, but I will deal my 3 damage. Let's see what we can draw next turn. Oh boy, Paralyze. Can we do it? No, we can't. But we'll try. Let's cast the Stone Shard Orc. That's 2 more damage. And I think I messed up. Let's paralyze that. 2 more damage. Yeah. Miscalculations everywhere. So we needed 1 more 0 cost to trigger Spoils of War for 0 cost, and because I used my ring to summon Hexmage, couldn't play Firebolt. But a very nice turn pass from my opponent here. Okay, that's 1 in power, that's 2 in power. And a lot of damage. Let's use the lightning bolt. And we'll curse that. That's 2 more damage. Getting Spores of War to 0. And we drew a Paralyze and a Winter's Grasp, which is unplayable right now. I'll use Paralyze. Deal 2 more damage. So 6 damage. If nothing happens in the Shadow Lane, I have lethal. Just by sheer damage. If anything does happen in the Shadow Lane, like a guard or something, I need to draw an action. Even if we will see a Fighter's Guild recruit, that will still be okay because I can get rid of that with the Cunning Ally and then Winter's Grasp and hit for lethal. Unless we trigger a prophecy, such as Mummify. Or if my opponent has Fighter's Guild recruit and Archer's Gambit, I'm kind of screwed. Should have waited 1 more turn there on turn 4. Sword of the Inferno. And Brotherhood Sanctuary, and this is my game. Yep. Lesser Ward. And 4 damage to face. Good game. So that's how this deck works. Be mindful when you use your stuff, otherwise you may end up in a pinch and probably lose. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers.